Over the last 2 or 3 years, what we've been trying to do is, from year 8 onwards, encourage girls to think about gender stereotyping, equality in the workplace, and consider looking at non-traditional roles as they're going through their careers lessons, and also to consider that as part of their work experience. We've been very fortunate in the last 2 years that we've had a partnership through Jive, partners in Bradford, and also with Bradford Building Services, who have kindly offered some of our students work experience placements, and so that's how we got into this in the first instance. It has been something I've been very passionate about for a number of years, to try and make more equality for girls in the work experience placements. Some of the work experience placements have been in science, but most particularly it's actually been in construction. And the 2 girls that we sent out last year went into painting and decorating. They thoroughly enjoyed it. They realised there was just so much potential for them in that area, and they really got into the work experience placement, developed skills and worked alongside people that they had never thought about working alongside with, which was just wonderful for them.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good experience. I'm glad we went on it, because it was really good to open your eyes and see what there's actually out there for women in that kind of situation. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a laugh as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
What we do every year is we have our work experience parents evening. We run that in the library here for all the parents and the students to come along and chat about work experience. Prior to that, we send out a letter and explain to them that we will actually be offering work experience placements in non-traditional roles in science, engineering, construction, technology. For the last 2 years, Yasmin Ali from Jive has actually come and she's interviewed students with parents to, I suppose, help parents to understand as well what it's all about, and discuss with their child what it is that work experience is about in these non-traditional areas. The feedback has been extremely rewarding, because the parents are then encouraging their children as well to consider other aspects of work experience and not just go down the traditional routes. We have a lot of students in school here that do health and social care, and so obviously a lot of them go into caring professions for work experience. So I think the feedback has been good. The students have enjoyed their work experience, and it's nice to have that collaboration with parents and with their cooperation setting up placements for them.
Good point, well done. Dinner lady, now that's something that applies to school. What about the word dinner lady? Yes, go on.
I'd want it to say dinner supervisor, because dinner lady, it's ladying it up, and men might think they're stupid for going because they think it's a lady's job.
Exactly, men might think that it's not for them.
I think the world is changing. 70% of jobs in the future are not yet known. And I think one of the things that we have to be aware of as careers teachers is that we are providing them with information, advice and guidance that's going to be appropriate for tomorrow's world. All our students participate in an activity called Kudos, which is an online system which they can actually try and find out about different jobs they're interested in. Very often we find students come to us at the Connections Library at lunchtime and say, look, it's given us all these different jobs. I never thought about any of these. But if they've put down outdoor work, if they've put down they're not afraid of heights, it may well come up with jobs that they've never even considered before. And I think that's where that kind of programme is useful, to try and give them an insight into different types of jobs. But interestingly enough, when we actually give out the work experience forms with all the choices, some students have never even thought about some of the jobs that are on that list, so they will come and discuss them with you, and you're then able to direct them to information to find out more about those jobs, and then perhaps try to encourage them into non-traditional roles as well, or areas that they've just never had a clue about. I think it's so important that girls understand that they too can have the skills, they can get the qualifications, and can have as well paid jobs as the men in future. There are so many opportunities for them out there, and I think it's important they understand that even after they've had children, that they can still go back into work and they can still have a very fulfilling career and life. Last year we had to submit a portfolio of evidence to show what we'd actually been doing in terms of gender equality and girls in non-traditional roles. Jive partners sent round the information to schools and asked schools to get involved and to submit this portfolio. What I did was actually go around school to different departments, to different heads of year, and find out what was actually going on at Brighouse High School, and I was staggered by the amount of information I received back and what was actually happening both in school, in classrooms, in departments and out of school in extracurricular activities. We submitted the portfolio and we won the award for West Yorkshire, so we were top school in West Yorkshire and we were very proud of that.
I might try get an apprenticeship when I leave college in painting and decorating because I really enjoyed it on work experience because of the people we met, and I really enjoyed doing the painting and decorating and the sanding and lining in and stuff.